Everything went quiet when he was 8 years of age. 54 years later, and an ongoing psychology lecture at the University of Nairobi introduces us to a man who did not let a bout of meningitis that robbed him of the ability to hear at such a tender age define him.
I remember I lived in a village.
Professor Michael Ndurumo. He lectures beside his sign language interpreter Susan Wamai. It is a profession that has seen him go down history books as the third person from Africa with a hearing disability to obtain a PhD in 1980 and earned him recognition closer home as an educator.
So see you next week at 9 in the morning.
He's very punctual. He is keen with his work because he gave us a term paper and he marked the papers, and you could see him taking us through. He's one of these lecturers that if you ask him a question, he gave us his number, so we text him and we ask him questions and he will be prompt to answer.
He's very passionate about education. He's very passionate about moving people to the next level, be they deaf, whether they are hard of hearing, whether they have hearing. I mean, he just wants people to become the best of who they can become, and that really inspires me about him.
To say that Professor Michael Ndurumo's achievements have not come on a silver platter is perhaps an understatement. At the time, going to school in Kenya as a young boy with a sudden hearing disability was challenging, to say the least.
They believed that the farthest a deaf child to school was class 7, but not to do KCP.
He had to leave the country to acquire an education.
I was transferred to a high school in America. That is where I learned sign language. And I met many deaf people there, and they challenged me very much.
Years on, and he would return to work at the Kenya Institute of Education, rising to the rank of Deputy Director and Head of Special Education. He left KIE in December 2003 and joined Moi University Eldoret as a senior lecturer and later the University of Nairobi. Another feather to his cap is that he is the founding chair of the Kenya National Association of the Deaf and the founding secretary of the Kenya Association of the Hard of Hearing. The writing is on the wall. He has been bestowed upon awards. One such accolade saw him awarded the Head of State Commendation by former President Daniel Arap Moi.
Nina mpango wa kuanzisha chuo kikuu cha wasioweza kusikia. Vilevile, jambo muhimu kwa kila mtu, hasa kwa wasiosikia, si vizuri kukata tamaa.
But even so, he attests that more needs to be done on a national front.
Siku hizi, vijana na akina mama ndio wanashughulikiwa. Ni watu wangapi wasiosikia ambao ni wabunge? Serikali itekeleze katiba inavyosema.
For the husband and father of two, it is not enough that the Constitution recognizes the rights of persons with disabilities. He hopes that ultimately the legislation will not just be good on paper. Salim Bilu, Monday Special.